残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になる青い風が今胸のドアを叩いても私だけをただ見つめて微笑んで
Hey guys, former star of Disney movie Brink, Eric Von Denton here with another video. I thought I'd show you guys a little bit of an interesting video today in reviewing middle school insults. I know you've all heard them, I know you've all been there, but today I thought I'd review the top 5 middle school insults that I'm sure you've heard one time or another. Now I know people tend to think, oh hey, what about the insults from today? Those are straight savage. Kill yourself. So today I thought I'd look at the old school insults, the insults that I grew up with, and hopefully they might remind you about better times in your life. Hey man, can I borrow your homework? I didn't do it last night and I wanna see if I could copy your answers. Hey, what the fuck? No. Gaylord. Number 5 on this list is Gaylord. You drop Gaylord on a little kid and their entire existence disappears faster than Thanos memes after PewDiePie drops it on Meme Review. That's a 2018 reference if I've ever heard one. Now what makes Gaylord special is not the fact that you're calling somebody gay, but that you were calling somebody essentially the Lord of the gays. So it's no longer just, hey man, you're gay, or hey man, that's gay. You are in fact referring to somebody as the Lord of gays. They should be crowned King Gay after you call him Gaylord. There's no coming back from this, and once you're slapped with the Gaylord, there's pretty much nothing you could do but sit there and wallow in your kingdom of gay. Now Gaylord actually means large corrugated box, but don't let that deter you from the fact that the word gay is inside the word, making this definitely top 5 in middle school insults. Wow, man, I'm really having a hard time in this test. I really don't know how I'm gonna pass this test. Your mom. That's it. It's your mom. Number 4 on this list is your mom. Now, your mom is something you could say after pretty much anything, and it's gonna have a little bit of a reaction, especially in middle school, for middle school niggas. For some reason, you drop your mom after even the most ordinate sentence, and people lose their minds as if you've placed a Hope Diamond on the counter. Now, the humor in your mom lies in the fact that it's no context, so you could just drop it pretty much anytime, anywhere, and it's gonna still have the same effect regardless of what was said previous to it. So it could be like, hey, my mom was recently diagnosed with uncurable cervical cancer. I really don't know how I'm gonna live through this. Your mom. It still works, and it's still gonna cause a reaction. Another popular addition to this particular insult is your mom goes to college. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, when I was growing up, your mom goes to college seemed to have been the insult if you wanted to drop a nigga. Now, it doesn't really make much sense, to be honest. Your mom's in college. I mean, what does that mean? That she's working on her education, that she's trying to better her life? But apparently the middle schoolers saying your mom in college was the equivalent of actually physically having sex with your mother and showing that as evidence, showing some sort of video. So that's why it definitely deserves this place as number 4 on this list of top middle school insults. Now, these last 3 aren't necessarily insults as much as they are statements that were made during middle school and possibly elementary school, depends on your type of crowd. But these are just statements that you would hear along the schoolyard, and pretty much they were irrefutable. You couldn't fight against them. Once somebody dropped one of these, all you had to do was pretty much clutch your chest and realize that you've been murdered. So the first one on this particular subset of list is, hey man, you're really fat. I know you are, but what am I? You're really fat. I know you are, but what am I? Dude, you're fucking fat. I know you are, but what am I? When you get somebody in this endless loop in elementary or middle school, it's done. There's no comeback. There's no sort of rebuttal to this. It's, I know you are, but what am I? You are pretty much saying to the person that they are fat, and you're asking them to give you some sort of attribution because you aren't fat, they're fat. And of course, the person is going to refutate this point by repeating what they previously said. However, you just repeat what you said, and eventually it's going to end in a cycle where they just turn around and go, man, all right, I was defeated. And you won that, all by saying the same sentence over and over again. So once you heard this in the schoolyard, it was pretty much done for. You might as well just tap out. This is the equivalent of being caught in the crippler crossface by Chris Benoit back in the day. You don't really hear about this one much anymore. You really don't hear about I Know You Are, but What Am I much. I guess we've outgrown it, much like AIDS is being outsourced. I think it's not being outgrown, more outsourced to other countries. But it's definitely one to keep on a list. So this definitely deserves its rightful place as number 3 on this list because of how many times it's gotten me out of jams and how many times I've heard other people just get completely decimated, just completely destroyed as a result of this one sentence. Loser say what? Loser say what? What? Ha! Got you, bitch. I said loser say what, and you said what, so therefore you're a loser. Or the popular rendition of this is, so I can say what? Huh? What's what? So I can say what? What? Haha, you're a homosexual because you said what and I said, so I can say what? So that is the next one in this list. That's number 2. And it is idiots say what, gay say what, whatever variation of says what in a kind of muffled way is number 2 on this list because it pretty much is undefeated. Now, the reason this is number 2 on this list is because there's no way to fight against this. Somebody just comes up to you and says a sentence that you really can't hear. Your natural reaction is to say what? And of course, that's the trap. They caught you. You kill all those middle school niggas with saying what. And of course, you have a group of people laughing at you and there's really not much that you could do at this point. So it is say what. Whatever variation you want of it needs to make a comeback. It definitely needs to come back because it's definitely a classic for a reason. It's irrefutable. You can't fight back. Even if you have your middle school insult defenders up, it's something that you're pretty much just going to have to be conscious of at all times in order to defend it. But even then, you're still going to fall prey to it because eventually somebody's going to whisper something. You're going to say what? And then guess what? You're caught. And now you actually have to be gay or a loser or whatever it is that they said. So you're stuck with that for the rest of your life. Losers say what? You say what? You're a loser now until the day you die. Gay say what? Huh? What? Guess what? Now you have to make love to the same gender, same sex. So that's why it deserves its rightful place as number 2 on this list. However, it still doesn't defeat number 1 on this list, which is, hey man, are you gay? No, what the fuck, man? What's wrong with you? I'm not gay. Well, do your parents know you're gay? No. Ugh. I think everyone's fallen prey to this one at some point in their lives because we're just not prepared for this. We're not prepared psychologically for this. Somebody asks us a question like, hey, are you gay? And immediately your defenders go up. You say, hey, no, I'm not gay. I'm a straight man. I love the women. And then when they hit you with that follow-up, you're still defense mode. You're still rocking those 2,000 defense points. And you're responding the same way to the previous sentence, thinking that that's going to defend you. But guess what? They have an attack point value of 2,500, which completely decimates your 2,000 defense points when they hit you with the, but do your parents know you're gay? And you respond no, thus subsequently proving that you are gay because you're not telling your parents you are gay. So it's a paradox, but it works. And unfortunately, this is one that deserves its rightful place as number 1 on this list. It's the equivalent of playing Call of Duty and using the noob tube to kill and pwn bitches. So this is pretty much the one that you can't come back from, especially if you don't know what you're coming against. So when somebody says, are you gay? And you're already defensive and they hit you with that rebuttal sentence, it's done. You say no, it's going to be on your gravestone the day you die. So that's my top 5 list of middle school insults. Now, unfortunately, some of these you can't fight against. So it's not like I gave you guys a comprehensive list of what you could say to defend yourself against middle school insults. Because honestly, you really can't do much. You just have to take it, grind it up, and then repress it until it inevitably comes out as depression in your college years. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to stay subscribed or subscribe if you want more content like this. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see other different types of content on this channel. So I'm going to go figure out different ways to use Alizé to solve the hunger problem.